Hello everyone, my name is Mikel and today I'm going to be showing you how I set the gear mesh on my helicopter. Now the reason why I want to do this is because with today's power systems, the typical old way of setting the gear mesh where you use a piece of paper between the main gear and the pinion, that doesn't really apply anymore. Typically with today's power systems, today's helicopters, and the way we fly now, if you use that method to set your gear mesh, especially if you have a good performing governor, chances are you're going to strip your gears. With that said, if you just take the motor and jam it up to the main gear as tight as you can, you're going to wear out your motor, draw more power, and in some cases, still strip a gear. So I'm going to show you how I go about in setting the gear mesh. Alright, so I'm going to use my Blade Fusion 700 to demonstrate how I set the gear mesh. What I've done here is I've loosened up my motor. My motor can move, as you can see here. And here you can see the motor is engaged, but this is way too much backlash. Now this, just so you guys know, this is called backlash. So I'm holding the motor and I'm able to still move the gear. That is backlash. That's literally the teeth doing this between the gears, okay? This much backlash is too much. Unless you're doing some low speed hovers, if you have this much backlash and you give it a little bit of power, you're gonna strip the gear, okay? So let's go ahead and get started on how I set this gear mesh. So first thing we wanna do, obviously, loosen everything up. And then what I like to do, jam the motor up. Now mind you, remember what I said, you don't want to jam the motor up and then tighten things down. You don't want to do that. Push the motor up, jam it up, and then just check. You should have no backlash. And then rotate the gears just a little bit. Now do it again. Now there you might have just a little bit of backlash. That's okay. What we're trying to do, you want as little to no backlash as possible. Right now, we have ever so slightly backlash. Maybe, if I had to guess, maybe 1/4 of a millimeter. Depending on how you fly, this will be acceptable. If you're not doing super crazy hard 3D, this will probably work just fine. And you can start tightening things up. Me personally though, I like to have no backlash. So, go and push it up again. Rotate again. And the reason why I'm doing this is so that things can kind of like settle in, but also just in case the main gear is not perfectly round. That's typically not an issue today in today's helicopters, but just in case, quick around, and you can also hold it. Now it's light pressure this time, and spin the gear around. Okay? Check for backlash. Now, right now, I have maybe a hair's worth of backlash. This I like. Now, this is where things get a little tricky. You want to hold the motor, take your screwdriver, and slowly start tightening the screws. You don't want to tighten them all the way down. Just slowly start tightening the screws. And you want to go in a crisscross pattern. All right. Now with 8 screws, you want to go crisscross across all 8 because you don't want to tighten just the top and leave the bottom loose. But just for the sake of this video, I'm going to tighten this screw here. I'm going to tighten the back one just a little bit. The lower one here. And the lower one here. Now mind you, these are not completely tight. The reason why I do that is because oftentimes when you tighten screws down, the motor will move a little bit. Okay? So now I've tightened these down, and once you've tightened them down, check your backlash again. All right. So now that little bit of backlash that I had, now it's gone. So that means that we increased the contact, we increased the pressure. So that's pressure between the pinion and the main gear. Now what you want to do, twist the main gear and make sure that it doesn't feel tight. Does it feel like it takes more friction? If it takes more friction, then we probably need to loosen things up. So this feels a little bit more friction than I like. So loosen things up. Spin it again. Now this feels good. But we got that backlash. So this is where it becomes an iterative process. So this is not a put the motor in position, tighten it up 10 seconds, you're gone. Like if you really want your main gear to last, especially if you're doing hard 3D or getting into hard 3D, or you're just heavy on the collective, you want to make sure you get this right. And this takes a little bit of trial and error. So again, I have a little bit of backlash. So that's fine. We'll push up. There we go. And I'm going to tighten just a little bit. You know, I'm not cranking down, just tightening so that they stay in, everything stays in position. Backlash is gone, which is good. And I twist. And now this feels good. All right. So now this feels the way I want it to. It feels nice and smooth. Now you can go in and start tightening up the rest of the screws. So again, don't crank them down yet. Just get them snug. Check it again. Check your backlash. Once you're happy, now we snug them. And now we do that crisscross pattern that I told you about. Go over here. Go over here. All right. You want to get that crisscross pattern because that's how you prevent a single side from being loaded and the other one is not loaded and you get uneven forces. All right, so now everything's tightened down. Check it again. Everything feels nice and smooth. No backlash. I am very happy. And also, good thing to check. Check the backlash at various points. All right, so this is just in case you don't have a main gear that's perfectly round. All right. All right. So that's how I like to set the gear mesh on my helicopters. This has worked for me for many, many years. I stripped a lot of gears, figuring out how to set the gear mesh properly. Using this method, I have not been able to strip a gear yet. If you guys have a different method, I'm very curious to know, so please leave a comment below on what works for you. And if you try my method that I've just shared with you, please let me know how it works out for you. So with that said, if you have any questions or any other comments, please leave them down below. And of course, always check out Heli Direct for all of your helicopter needs. And if you need more main gears, you know we have them. So thanks for watching and happy hovering, everyone.
Heli Direct!